My first day at Arkham. Gosh, I was so nervous and jazzed.
Harleen Quinzel, I'm Joan Leland.
Hi, Joan. Call me Harley. Everyone does.
I must admit I was surprised you wanted to intern here at Arkham. Anyone who had gone through med school with your high grades could have written her ticket anywhere.
Yes, well, I've always had this attraction for extreme personalities. They're more exciting, more challenging.
And more high profile?
You can't deny there's an element of glamour to these super criminals.
I'll warn you right now, these are hardcore psychotics. They just as soon kill you as look at you. If you're thinking about cashing in on them by writing a tell-all book, think again.
The Joker.
They'd eat a novice like you for breakfast. Understand, Harley?
Oh, absolutely. Later that day, I found a little surprise waiting in my office. Care to tell me how this got in my office?
I put it there.
I think Dr. Leland and the guards would be interested to know you've been out of your cell.
If you were really going to tell them, you already would have. You know, Sweets, I like what I've heard about you.
Really? Anything in particular?
Mostly the name, Harley Quinzel. Rework it a bit, and you get Harley Quinn. Like the classic clown character, Harlequin. The very spirit of fun and frivolity. You can see how I'd be attracted to it.
I guess. Now, if there's nothing else...
A name that puts a smile on my face. It makes me feel there's someone here I can relate to. Someone who might like to hear my secrets.
It took nearly 3 months of pleading before Dr. Leland finally gave in and let me do a session with the Joker. She told me he was an animal, plain and simple, a fiend who enjoyed twisting the minds of those stupid enough to trust him. I was determined not to be taken unaware and studied up on all his jokes, tricks, and gimmicks. Then I went in ready for anything.
You know, my father used to beat me up pretty bad.
Anything except that.
Every time I got out of line. Or sometimes I'd just be sitting there doing nothing. Pow! Pops tended to favor the grape, you see. There was only one time I ever saw Dad really happy. He took me to the circus when I was 7. I still remember this one clown. Crazy-looking geek with checkered pants, running around the ring with his tiny dog snapping at his heels every time. Every time the geek stopped to kick the pup, zoop! He dropped his pants and fell on his butt. Geez, I thought my old man would bust a gut laughing. I saw how happy he was and I decided I'd make him laugh too. So the next night, when Dad staggered home from the bar, I stood there in the doorway, wearing his best Sunday slacks around my ankles. "Hi, Dad!" I squeaked. "Look at me!" Swoop! I took a big pratfall and tore the crotch clean out of his pants. And then he broke my nose. I still like to think he was aiming for my fanny and missed. At least that's what I told myself when I woke up in the hospital 3 days later.
3 days?
But hey, that's the downside of comedy. You're always taking shots from folks who just don't get the joke. Like my dad. Or that man. Thanks, Doc. I feel a lot better. Same time next week?
Sure. Often described as a raving homicidal maniac, was nothing more than a tortured soul crying out for love and acceptance. A lost, injured child looking to make the world laugh at his antics. And there, as always, was the self-righteous Batman, determined to make life miserable for my angel. Yes, I admit it. As unprofessional as it sounds, I have fallen in love with my patient. Pretty crazy, huh?
Not at all. As a dedicated, career-oriented young woman, you felt the need to abstain from all amusement and fun. It's only natural you'd be attracted to a man who could make you laugh again.
I knew you'd understand.
Anytime.
Then there was that horrible week when he escaped.
Miss Quinn, the Joker's here.
The poor thing was out on the run, alone and frightened. I was so worried. Future. Play nice, kids.
Daddy, JJ's poisoning me.
Well, you just poison him right back.
But that dream will never come true as long as there's a Batman around to torment my puddin'.
This was delivered an hour ago. Addressed to you.
If this message reaches Batman, I hope it's not too late for you to help me. I know how unbelievable that sounds, but it's no joke. Mr. J's gone off his nut for real. After you stopped him from killing Gordon, he swore he'd get even not just with you, but the whole city. He's gonna wipe out everybody. I've seen the plans, the gas bombs, everything. At rush hour tomorrow morning, Gotham becomes a grinning ghost town. I finally realized this isn't funny anymore. All the people he's hurt, all the people he'll kill. I can help you get him if you promise me protection. Come alone to Pier 16 at the Port of Gotham tonight at midnight. I'll hand over everything I've got, but only to you. You're the only one who can stop him.
Jim.
Go ahead, Batman.
I've been here since 10:30. Enough time to check for hidden traps, henchmen, or any other nasty surprises. So far, nothing. She's here on time, alone and scared. I'll be in touch.
Right.
You have information for me?
Sure, right here, like I said.
Open it.
You're thinking booby traps, right? Well, I don't blame you, considering. Okay?
I want Gordon to see these. If what you say is true, the police will have
Traitor!
No!
No one turns duly on me and lives!